here. I'm back in the rack. Back in the rack. What's going on? Greensboro in the building. Space time is here. More power is here. San Francisco in the building. XYZ in the building. Buffalo, New York in the house. Rep your city, rep your city. Richmond, California in the building. My brother Stephen. What's up, Stephen? Fresno, California in the building. My man Roster Man is here. Come on in, come on in. Infamous Knowledge is in the building. Baltimore is in the building. Original 4747 in the building. Naptown, Indianapolis, a.k.a. Naptown. What up, everybody out in the Nap? What's up in the Nap? All my guys in the Nap. I got to get out there. I got some people out there. Cincinnati is in the building. What's up, Cincinnati? What's up, Ohio? I got an uncle in Ohio. My mother's brother live in Ohio. What up, Ohio? I spent a lot of time in Ohio growing up. Boston's in the building. What's going on, Francisco? Shout out to everybody. Boston, Massachusetts in the building. Everybody in the B, what's up? All the brothers in the B, what's up? Boston in the building. Congratulations again to the Philadelphia Eagles for the Super Bowl win. Y'all played a great game. Shut them down. Defense was crazy. Offense was crazy. They keep playing like that, they'll be the ones that three-peat with that defense. That defense is a monster. So, yeah, we here. I had to catch up on some rest, so I just been chilling. I finally decided to move around a little bit. On the side note, on your off day, right, when you wake up in the morning or when you wake up in the evening, because you might work, no telling what shift you work. But listen, a lot of times, if you're off 2 days, on one of your off days, when you wake up, don't get up. I'm going to repeat that. When you wake up, don't get up. Okay? On one of your off days, just because you wake up, that don't mean you need to get up. Because you got to get two things. You got to get sleep and you got to get rest. Those are two different things. So just because you had enough sleep, that don't mean you had enough rest. Especially depending on your job. Ladies, if you're a nurse and you're walking all over the nursing home or the doctor's office, you got to rest your legs. You got to keep your legs elevated. So if you wake up at 8 in the morning, you need to lay there till at least 10. You know what I mean? If you got dogs, get up, feed the dogs, walk the dogs, and lay back down. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Timothy? You got to get sleep and rest. And one thing about dogs and carnivore animals, they love to lay down. So your dog ain't got no problem with you laying down. Because the dog, as soon as you bring them in, first thing he want to do is lay down. First thing a cat want to do, lay down. Right? So all carnivores lay down. The only animals stand up is herbivores, cows, horses, like that. But lions lay down all day. Lions only stand up a little bit. So once you take the dog out and bring the dog in, lay your ass down. At least one day on your off day, lay down for 2 hours, even if you up. I'm just telling you, because you cannot, sleep and rest is two different things. You know what I'm saying? Just on the side note. So today I got my sleep, but I got some rest. You know, you got to lay your back down. Your back need to be laying down. Your legs need to be elevated. Your arms need to be chilling. Your body need to be sitting still. You can't move 7 days a week. You're going to wear your body out. What happened to your car when you put a lot of miles on it? You know what I mean? Good to see you, Unlimited. The News Minute with FBA Page Boy. What's going on? Foundational Black Americans out there. All my blacks, international blacks out there. Brap, brap. Good to see you all. Let's run them likes up and get it going. I'm back on business, back in Chicago, back at the office. Here I go. I canceled a lot of stuff for a month. Good to see you, Five Ranks. So I was resting. I say, okay, I got some rest. I got some sleep. Got some rest. I get up. Boom, my phone ring. My boy Andrew called me. Oh, what's up, bro? What's up, Drew? Boom. Did you hear they canceled the Big Meech? They canceled the Big Meech concert with 50 Cent. I'm like, bro, is you kidding? He's like, no, it's canceled. I'm like, oh, go to my phone. Ah. That's why I'm over here. Salute to my brother Andrew. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So listen, like, share, subscribe, support the channel and all of that, right? We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Man, I don't know what to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, you know what I mean? I told you, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that like button. I told y'all, man. I don't know what's wrong with Big Meech. I don't know what's wrong with dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. I don't know what's wrong with him. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what's wrong with Big Meech. Something wrong with him. Something wrong with that boy. Or that man. Something wrong with dude. You know what I'm saying? What's up, G Mix? I don't know what's wrong with dude. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Something wrong with dude. Like he used to ride the yellow school bus or something when he was little. On my soul. Something wrong with dude. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, he slow or something? What y'all think? What y'all think? Man, ain't nobody scared no damn Big Meech, man. Nobody care nothing about Big Meech, man. Who is he supposed to be? Man, it's 2024. Ain't none of that Superman. Ain't nobody doing that Superman stuff no more. Don't nobody care about dude. Like that. Man, don't nobody care about you. Like, man, come on, man. Y'all know what year it is, man? It's 2025, man. Ain't no big eyes, little U's. Ain't none of that stuff, man. That stuff. Man, listen. Ain't nobody care nothing about dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like that. All that old boogeyman stuff. I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he's slow or something. You know what I mean? Because ain't nothing he doing making no sense. To me. You know what I'm saying? From the very beginning, I had people telling me I didn't know what I was talking about, but right off the top, I don't really like dude like that. I don't really respect him anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't really respect Big Meech. You know what I mean? To me, he a goofy. I don't got no respect for him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no respect for dude. Not like that. You know what I'm saying? I lost. You know, I don't really be honoring street dudes like that anyway, like that. So I don't really be honoring those street dudes unless I'm in the gang and you a chief in the gang. But other than that, if you ain't gang now, I don't be really brown nosing those street dudes like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't really be brown nosing those street dudes. You got to be some type of businessman or something. You know what I mean? Some type of successful businessman or somebody bringing some type of knowledge or something. Then yeah, I'll look toward you like that. You know what I mean? But just street reputation for being in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And being in the game. I don't really. I don't really honor that type of thing. That ain't nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? Not really. I don't even respect I don't even big up myself when I was in the streets. Like that ain't nothing. When I was in the streets, that wasn't nothing good. Like wasn't nothing good about that. That wasn't good. That wasn't nothing to praise when I was in the streets like that. That is nothing to praise. That's a fact. Worshiping me when I was out in the streets is worshiping the devil. Shoot, I was the devil when I was out there. It wasn't nothing righteous. Oh, it wasn't no righteousness in that. Not even a smidget of it. So I don't care nothing about dude anyway. But even on street time, he was a goofy. You know, Big Meech been a goofy. He the reason they got busted. Who gonna go out there and be a big kingpin like that? Put a big old billboard up. You always at shows. You always in the club. You popping 1,000 bottles. You got all these cars lined up and you illegal. What kind of fool do that anyway? Man, keep it a Billy. What kind of fool gonna be out there kingpin and put a big old billboard up? You know what I mean? He wasn't the man. Terry was the man. Meech had some ideas, but Terry was the man. Terry was the man. Meech was the one got everybody busted. A bozo. A clown, want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was. If he would have been in the wrong crew, as soon as he started stunning Atlanta, he would have got knocked down to save the rest of the crew. Because he gets you put in prison. You know what I'm saying? The worst thing you do, me, like me, the worst thing I did was I bought a Tahoe truck. I bought a brand new truck. But when I bought my truck, it was because I was trying to get out the streets and I was trying to go back to vending and selling t-shirts and stuff. So I bought my truck so I could go out of town and sell t-shirts and sell novelties. I used to be selling novelties, so I wanted to get back on the tour circuit and sell novelties. And I bought the truck because it was a 4x4, so I figured if it's raining or if it's a slick out or whatever, I'll still be able to go do what I got to do. And in Chicago, when it's wintertime, I wouldn't have to worry about big snows. But what happened is once I bought the truck to work in, but all the all the hustlers in Chicago went and started buying them Tahoes. So it started looking like a dope dealer car. I didn't know they was going to buy them or I would have bought a van. But everybody started buying Tahoes, so it made me look like them. And that's how I got pulled over in the Tahoe. Now, my case was some garbage, but I'll talk about that in the book. But yeah, that truck. But I didn't buy the truck to stunt. I bought the truck because I was going out of town every weekend over the summer months trying to get back on into some positivity. But then everybody started buying them and putting them big old grills on the front and all that and turned it into, they wasn't buying it to make money. But my point is, it was flashy. And the last thing you want to do is be flashy. I don't know. That's back when I got popped off. That was like a 96. It was like a 96. Nobody was buying them. Nobody didn't start buying them till that year. 50 ain't starting no trouble like that. 50 ain't starting no trouble. Big Meech is a goofy. You know what I'm saying? Look, you in prison. Amir not keeping it real. That's why he got Nipsey picture on instead of his own picture. You know what I'm saying? So Amir ain't even keeping it a billion. He misrepresenting, disrespecting Nip by using Nip picture while he's making comments that Nip might not agree with. So you out of pocket anyway, Amir. Stop misusing Nip like that. Rest in peace to Nip and put your own picture on there. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So you ain't standing on nothing anyway. Why you got his face on there? Put your face on there. Since you know so much, you feel me? Amir, since you know so much, put your own face up there like a G like me. See my real face, Amir? And you got Nip face. See what I'm saying? Because you not like me. Donna, Donna. You not like me. You not like me. You not like me. Donna, Donna. See what I'm saying? You bootleg. So your opinion don't matter. But anyway, Meech get out of jail. Now, while Meech in prison, 50 take Lil Meech, send him to acting school for 2 years, take money out of his pocket, send him to acting school, starts a series, and has him play his father. How much more honorable can you get? How much more honorable can the man get to want to come out with a show about BMF and has the honor and the respect to teach your son how to act, take money out of his pocket to teach him how to act, and have your son be on Stars and make the brand, build the BMF brand. So 50 building the brand, all Meech got to do is come out. 50 building your brand. Got your son playing you. You get out of prison, you ain't smart enough to think this could be a lot more serious. Now we could do prison. So you get out, boom. You going showing people your teeth getting done, all type of goofy stuff because you outdated, because you've been locked up, right? You taking all these weird pictures. Then, boom, what do? You go take a picture with Fifth. You frowning. You know what I'm saying? You frowning. You know what I'm saying? Then you turn around and you go with his op, and you take a picture with his op, and now you grinning and smiling. You supposed to be Big Meech. You got on a shirt that say Rick Ross. Rick Ross shirt say Big Key. You got a little key on your shirt. You advertising Rick Ross. Rick Ross advertising himself. You looking like a fan. Rick Ross there stunting on you. You know what I'm saying? And you looking like a whole goofy. You know what I'm saying? With the op after the other man put a bag on your son's hand while you was locked up. There ain't no way that's honorable. That ain't honorable. You know what I'm saying? The other man put a bag in your son's hand, right? Who remember when Spike Lee first started? And Spike Lee had a Samuel L. Jackson nobody knew. Spike Lee had a Wesley Snipes nobody knew. Spike had a Denzel Washington hardly nobody knew. How big is them actors now? When Spike Lee took them back, just like how 50 starting to do shows, when Spike Lee started to do movies, tell me he didn't take a Wesley Snipes with no big career, a Denzel with no big career, a Samuel Jackson with no big career. How big is them three actors now? So how big could Lil Meech have got? This same Lil Meech, 15, 20 years from now, could be like a Denzel, could be big. You know, he putting a bag in your hand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like 50 put a real bag in the family's hand, like for real. Like he gave the boy the gift that keep on giving. He learned how to be an actor. He's on TV. He's on TV. You can't get no more. What you mean? You cannot be no more honorable than that. Bro, let me tell you something. Man, listen, let me not get ahead of myself. Okay, let's say it's me. I'm Big Meech. Boom, I look, you got my son on TV. Let's say I get out. My son money still a little messed up. Maybe you don't give me no money. First thing I'm going to tell my son, stop spending too much money, right? But anyway, my son's still in this episode. I'm out. I'm thinking like a G. I'm out now. 50 probably going to be thinking to expand the series now because now he could talk to me to find out what prison was like. So I'm sitting on the bag because now I could go to Fifth and be like, man, if you want to expand the song, I'm willing to come and work with you and tell you everything I went through with prison. And you can have my son go to prison and you could you could keep going, right? Bam. Rick Ross called me. What up? I want you to do a car show. I'm going to give you 100 stacks. I need the money. Boom. What is a gangster going to do? Well, gangster going to do what? All right, let me get back with you. The gangster going to call 50. What up, Phil? Hey, man, Rick called me. I know you don't mess with Rick. Rick offered me $100,000 to do a show with a bunch of rappers. I need the money, but I don't want to do it. Know what I'm saying? No, you tell him, no, listen, Adriano. Rick called me and said, I got 100,000. I'm going to say, okay, let me call you right back, Rick. Bam. I'm doing something. I'm going to call you back. I'm going to call Fifth. I'm going to be like, Fifth, Rick offered me 100,000 to do a show. I ain't want to do it. But, you know, you just showed a lot of love to my son. I wanted to let you know he offered it. I really need the money, but I'm finna turn it down. 50 gonna be like, what kind of show? It's a concert. It's a, all right, I tell you what, I'm gonna throw a concert. What he was gonna give you, all right, I'm gonna give you 250,000. You come be on the concert with me. That's just how gangsters do. 50 would have been like, oh, Rick trying to use you to get some shine. I'm going to use you to get some shine. You BMF, we doing the BMF. I need you to do a show for me, bro. Actually, I tell you what, I'm going to throw the show. What he offers you, $250,000, I'll give you $1 million. I'll give you $1 million. And let's talk about you working with, just for the fact you called me and let me know my op tried to scoop you, tried to play me. Right then, I'm going to turn that into a bag. I'm going to go back to the person that showed my son love, right? From the time you showed my son love, anybody that the person showed my son love with, your enemies is my enemies. Point blank, period. I could just speak for myself. I got 6 children. And if I'm in prison and you take any of my babies and make them a star, all your enemies is mine. Period. If you didn't do nothing for my children, but he did, and now you trying to do something for me now I'm out. This man did something for the family while I was locked up. Oh, you my friend, now I'm out? Oh, no. No, we're not doing that. Then people be like, well, what if the money wasn't right? I wouldn't give a damn if the money not right or not. You just gave my son the gift to keep on giving. My son could do the series, finish the series, and now he's an actor. Now he can get a bag. It's just like going to school to learn to be an electrician, to be a plumber, to be a doctor, to be a nurse. Now my son is an actor. Now he got a trade. He could get paid. This fool Meech gonna go with the op. Fifth want to cancel the show now. He done hurt his own son. Man, and that's some snake stuff, man. You can't come take no picture with me and then go over there, man. You know, you talking about you a street dude. Now you trying to get props as a street dude when you know in the streets you do this, you do that. What happened in the streets? What happened in the streets? What happened in the streets if dude cheated me out some work, hit me for like 20 grand, ran off. I can't find him. I'm trying to find him. You get out. You working with me. I put you on, right? I put you on, right? When I put you on, right? Boom. Next thing I know, somebody tell me you with the dude ran off with my pack at the club. Bam. Right? So CGI say, you know, Lil Meech used to date Rick Ross' daughter. Did she put him in a movie? Did she put him in a movie? Did he get a bag with her? What that got to do with Big Meech? He was locked up. That's how he got the movie? Yeah, Global Loopy G. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well. You know what I'm saying? So this man reach, let me tell you, facts is, he said whatever they want to say. The fact is, CJR, if somebody put your son in the game and give your son a trade, because Lil Meech said he didn't know what he was going to do with his life. He was trying to figure it out. This man got the smarts enough to say, I'm going to do a BMF and I'm going to take his son and I'm going to have him play the daddy. It don't get no more honorable than that. So now you get out of prison. You couldn't be there for your children. Now your son a big star. He over there with 50. 50 and Rick Ross, they ops. How you really learned anything in the penitentiary when you go and your son with dude, okay, let's go in the streets. Let's say you're in the streets. let's say my son with dude, and this dude is this dude my son around. My son hate this dude. Don't you know if I go around this dude and the dude with my son see that, my son could lose his life? Dude be like, oh, you want to play like that, Pharaoh? Send my son on a dummy mission. Have somebody, yeah, he's coming now. Click. So let's not talk this Big Meech street stuff, because in the streets, he wouldn't have did that. In the streets, he wouldn't have went around no opposition with his son around one person, and he wouldn't have run around the enemy of the person his son working with. He wouldn't have did that in the streets. I tell Meech to his face. I tell Meech to his face, Meech in the streets, if your son was around one dude and this dude was his enemy and this dude had access to your son, would you have went around his enemy? No. That could hear some business stuff, because you could get your son hurt like that. Who do that? So all this Big Meech street stuff, I ain't buying none of it. He ain't showing no streets in the prison. Can he do that in prison? Can he go over here and get some chips and stuff from this dude and then go to this prison dude's op over there and let him see him over there eating chips and stuff with dude? Can you do that in prison? Can he do that in prison? He just got out of prison. Can you go back and forth between two ops in prison? Can you do it in the county jail? I ain't never been to prison. You can't even do that in the county jail. You cannot do that. You can't even do that in the county jail. You can't even do that on the block. You can't even do that on the block. You can't even do that on the block. You can't do that. And then why would you disrespect your son like that? So now 50 tell your son, man, there ain't going to be no next season. See what I'm saying? Like, bruh, the man tell you ain't going to be no next season. You over here grinning and cheesing with this man that made your son put him in a bad situation, and then, bam, this show get canceled. The show get canceled. And why the show get canceled? Because right off the top, Lil Baby said, I can't go. Lil Baby said, I can't go. Right off the top. Come on, man. What is up with these dudes? Right off the top, Lil Baby said, I can't go. Because Lil Baby, like, man, I can't go, man. It's too much smut over there. And I already got smut on my name. You know what I'm saying? Lil Baby, like, I'm trying to get out of this mess I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out of what I'm in. I can't really get sandwiched between you and Rick Ross, because I've already been sandwiched by these millionaires, and my reputation is teeter-tottering, and my album ain't really popping like that, and I can't take no more L's. So Lil Baby said, I can't take no more L's. Not right now. You know what I'm saying? I got to be more gangster than I ever be behind this here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So now, and then when you look who on the show, it's Lil Baby, it's 21 Savage. I guarantee you 21 Savage so I can't come. I guarantee you 21 Savage said, nah. Once Lil Baby, 21 Savage ain't gone. So now you can't have the show because too many artists dropping out. If you ain't got Lil Baby, you ain't got 21 Savage, it's false advertisement. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's saying 50 did it, but 50 really didn't do it. 50 added to it. Meech did that. Meech did that because that conversation was gonna happen with 50 or not. All us real people, when we see this picture and we see that picture, we looking at you like a goofy. Period. The streets looking at you like a goofy. 50 just keeping up with what the streets is saying. What he said about Meech was already that. We was already looking at him like a goofy. Okay? Whether 50 said something or not, he already had an L in the streets. This a L. All 50 did was get in front of it to let us know he see it too. That's it. This was a L anyway, without 50. This was an L. It was a sucker move. And we don't do that. That was a sucker move. So it wasn't 50. It was the whole internet went crazy. The whole internet started reading the paperwork. The whole internet started talking about Cuffy. That's what made them pull out. It wasn't Fifth. He had a little bit to do with it, but the streets is talking. And the streets is watching. Didn't Jay-Z and Dame tell y'all the streets is watching? So it was like everybody looking at Meech like a goofy. And the rappers don't want to be in the middle of that. Look at little Boosie. Boosie was going to go to get the bag, but you could tell Boosie didn't want to do it. Boosie, like, I already promised him. But Boosie probably canceled too after he thought about it, especially after he seen the comments. He probably said, I ain't going to be able to do it, Rick. I ain't going to be able to do it. Because Big Meech made a bad mistake. That was, I don't know what he was thinking. He damaged his reputation forever. Now people like me is saying he never was a man. It was always Terry. Meech always was a goofy. Meech was the one put up the big BMF sign and all of that. You know what I'm saying? He always been a goofy. He always been a loser. Meech always been a bozo. Always wanted to be in the limelight. He the one sent everybody to prison. He the one sent everybody to prison. He always been a goofy, clowning. Always. He always been on some clown stuff. He got everybody locked up. Because instead of standing on business, he want to be in the limelight. He want to be next to the rappers. He want to be in the clubs. He still ain't changed. He still ain't changed. He's still a goofy. Straight up. He got everybody locked up. That's why him and Terry wasn't even cool anyway. Because Meech want to be famous too much, man. He keep chasing it like a broad. You know what I'm saying? He keep chasing it. It's like, bro, stop chasing it like that, man. You're supposed to be a G. You're supposed to be Big Meech. Why is you, what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no respect for dude. Dude a goofy. He the reason everybody went to prison. Terry wouldn't have never went to prison like that. He got his brother. He got everybody locked up. He got everybody locked up because he always want to be in the limelight. Who do that? Who gonna do this? What fool that's a kingpin in illegal activity will go get a damn billboard? Who would do that? Nobody want to really talk about the real when it comes to dude. Dude been a goofy, man. Been one. He always wanted to be in the music business and be some type of star, and he didn't know how to stop one thing before he did another thing, and he thought he could do all that and flip all them birds and then advertise too. And he still on that. Look. Ain't no G at his level gonna put that shirt on. Nobody. Man, ain't nobody gonna put that shirt on. Ain't no G gonna put that shirt on. They're gonna look at his shirt and they say, why your shirt say Big Key? Right? And why my shirt say Rick Ross? Know what I'm saying? And look, Rick Ross stunting on him. Because he said he think he Big Meech, which means you not. And what the GDs did when Rick Ross played with the GDs, shout out to the Rack, they wasn't going. They're like, you not no Larry Hoover. And he had to pay for that. Okay? He had to pay for saying he think he Larry Hoover. So just on GP, Meech should have got paid anyway. Meech should have pressed him. Meech should have been like, listen, I'm out, man. I'll let you think you Big Meech, man. You know, you ain't me or Larry Hoover, and you paid Hoover, so where my money? You understand? Shout out to Lil Larry, you know what I mean? You know, shout out to the Hoover family, you know what I'm saying? Free Larry Hoover, you know what I'm saying? Chicago in the building, you know how it is. Free Larry. Free Jeff too. You know what I'm saying? Free Chief Malik. Free Larry Hoover, you know how it is. Shout out to all the guys, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand that move, you know. I don't understand like Big Meech, you know. I could never step on my son like that. You know, if you look out for my son and you send my son to acting school and all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be forever grateful while I'm locked up in the penitentiary. Like any man, I ain't never been to the penitentiary, but any man that been to the penitentiary know that the worst thing you feel is you ain't there to take care of your children. You know what I'm saying? He said, do you like 50 Cent? I like women, bro. I like women. So I wouldn't marry 50 Cent or Rick Ross. I like women, bro. I got 6 children. I ain't got them with no male rapper. Right? So if you ain't keeping it a G, bro, you know what I'm saying? Listen, let's get one thing straight. This is G Talk. This G Talk. This ain't she talk. You feel me? This G Talk, okay? This ain't she talk, all right? This G Talk. You know what I'm saying? This is where the G's at. You know what I'm saying? Don't come over here and ask me no weirdo stuff. You know what I'm saying? About do I likes no men. You You know what I'm saying? I don't like men. You know what I'm saying? Y'all run them likes up. I don't like no men. You know what I'm saying? What that just sound funny to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know 50 Cent. I'm just keeping it a billion. I like what he's doing. I like his TV shows. I like that he down in Shreveport building a whole movie studio, putting black people to work. I like the fact that he providing a lot of jobs for black people. I like the fact that he put money behind Lil Meech and taught him how to act so he could play his daddy in a TV show and put TV shows out and got a lot of black people getting money on stars. I like that. He's making a lot of millionaires, black millionaires. I like that. I like that. I like what 50 Cent is doing. I'm definitely a 100 billion% 50 Cent supporter because he's doing something for the black community. He's providing jobs and opportunity for the black community in a big way, in a major way. He's making superstars. Look at the sister on Raising Canaan. She gonna be a superstar. The dude that play Canaan, he gonna be a superstar. He making superstars. He putting people to work. You understand? You understand? Now, as far as the publicity stunt, what's your name? Jen Kim? Yeah, stay in your lane. You don't know nothing about none of this. Because we don't do publicity stunts with ops, bro. You know what I mean? We don't do that. So I don't know who you is, Jen Kim, but you ain't really real like that. So I don't know where you live at. Maybe in the backwoods or something like that. But we don't do ops for no publicity stunt. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe where you live at. You know what I'm saying? Maybe where you live at, it's a publicity stunt. Maybe. Maybe where you live at, maybe it is a publicity stunt. I don't know. But ain't nobody gonna do no publicity stunt and try to damage their brand by going and including your op in your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're trying to say that the beef is fake, then you don't know what's going on. I understand that. You might not know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But everybody that really keep an eye on what's going on, somebody like myself that be watching what's going on, you know what I'm saying? I already know. Oh, ain't no fake publicity stunt. You know what I'm saying? The beef is real. You know what I'm saying? Ask Gunplay how real it is. What happened when they caught Gunplay out there? It ain't no joke, bro. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Don't y'all listen to Jig Cam. Don't listen to that person. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. When people kind of come over and give you alternative information, don't listen to them. Tell them to get their own. Tell them to get their own YouTube and teach over there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no publicity. You know what I'm saying? It's real. Why would Meech destroy yourself for publicity? You sound crazy, bro. So this is a publicity stunt to put all that money out and book all them people and put all that money. You have to pay in advance for all these artists to put them on the flyer and to cancel the show. You really believe that's a publicity stunt? You know what that means, Jen Kim? You ain't about that life. You talking about something you don't know nothing about. Talk about something you know about. You ain't outside like that. You ain't in the music business. Bro, this is too expensive. This is an expensive publicity stunt. You know what I'm saying? What kind of publicity stunt is this? Why would you have a publicity stunt where you're trying to put on a big show and cancel it? Some of these people is crazy, bro. What kind of publicity stunt is that? So let me get the idea. The idea of the publicity stunt is to make Meech look like a goofy. Publicity is to blow you up, not to make you look like a loser. So you think this is good publicity for Big Meech? Is that what you're saying? This is an L. They need to put right on his forehead. This is an L for Big Meech. His credibility went down. You know what I'm saying? Even the sneakers, even the whole fitty fit is, not like a Big Meech type. He look, the whole veneers, the picture at the dentist with the veneers, the toe up tennis shoes with whatever them is, sweatpants, like the whole thing is a L. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is a scam. Glow say he never heard of nothing. That's because you got to come outside, Glow. You got to come outside, Glow. But if you're going to be trolling, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? We don't do trolls. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So if you're a troll, you let me know. I get you out of here. You know what I'm saying? Glow Donato with the root on not, got to emphasize the not, you know what I'm saying? Because you not none of that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Why would he get out there and still be in the game? You know what I'm saying? Why would he get out there and still be in the game and put the spotlight on him, put the feds on his neck? Because the feds on his neck now. Like, ain't no way he'll be in the game and go out here. So y'all think Meech should go get back in the game and do a big concert? That's what got him locked up. You know what I'm saying? And so what Glow Donato was saying, he trying to get locked up again the same way he got locked up last time. He ain't trying to go and do illegal activities and get all in front of the camera. Hey, y'all, I'm doing it again. You know what I mean? Change your name to No Donato, because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. And you trolling. You could tell a troll anytime when you look in the chat and see their name more than 4 times. You know it's a troll. Because see how other people ain't getting to say nothing. You just see Glow Donato, Glow Donato, Glow Donato, Glow Donato. That's how you know a troll, when you see one. You know what I'm saying? So to me, this is just totally ridiculous. I don't understand what Meech is doing. I'm really disappointed in him because it's like, why would you step on your son's career? I don't really care nothing about the snitch allegations or none of that. My problem with Big Meech is you stepped on your own baby boy. You stepped on your son. Your son doing business with Fifth. Why would you go? So now, Lil Meech go on there and say, F Rick Ross. So he got to go he got to diss Rick Ross to try to get 50 to keep the show going. So he was all bad. So the son got to turn around his daddy with Rick Ross. The son got to get on social media and say F Rick Ross. Then his son got to get on social media and be like, my daddy just over there to get some money so he can pay his bills until I get paid for the next season. See, all the family business. Now we know daddy broke. We know Lil Meech ain't got no money to help him. See what I mean? All because of Big Meech. Your son was too young to have to get involved with that. He had people to say, Lil Meech, don't say nothing. You know, he got in his emotion. He get on there trying to get on social media. You know what I mean? Now, Fifth probably gonna do the next season. But you know, if you know 50 Cent, he liable to have the son show the daddy is a goofy. You know what I'm saying? Now your whole image is in 50 hand, and 50 got the right now to have your son. Like somebody was just telling me on the phone, they was like 50 could make his son play him as a goofy now. See what I'm saying? Why would you put your son in that situation? That's the part I don't understand. Why would you put your son in? That's the part I don't like. The son, that's the only thing I'm dealing with. The son. That's the part I don't like. Why would you do that to your son? Why? I don't understand. The man took your son and paid for him to go to acting school, paid out his own pocket for your son to learn how to act. Lil Meech said 2 years he took acting. And by 50 being involved with Hollywood and TV, he didn't get no amateurs. He probably had some of the best acting teachers there is. I don't think he aware that's what he did to his son. It's like, bro, why you do that to your son, though? So now, if you're going to snake your own son, you don't think the street's going to say you a snitch? You moving like a rat and a snitch, bruh. You moving like a snitch. You're not even moving like you learned nothing in the penitentiary. You moving like maybe you was under protective custody or something. Because anybody out the penitentiary would never go between two enemies. Unless it's me, is it me? Can y'all see somebody coming out of the penitentiary and go between two enemies? No. Couldn't do that in the penitentiary. So how you get out of prison doing stuff you couldn't do in prison? Make it make some sense. You're moving like the police. Okay? You're moving like the police. Like that movement could make 50 say something, could get him in trouble. You're moving like the police. And now Rick Ross played you like a fool. The concert ain't gonna even happen. And now you did all that. Meech did all that for nothing. Now how he feel today? He did all that. His show canceled and his son's show canceled. And his son was gonna get a big bag. And now Stars is pushing Raising Canaan, which was a better show anyway. Raising Canaan is the best show on Stars. BMF was second. Raising Canaan is really that. You know what I'm saying? Welcome Back Legacy concert. Canceled. Canceled just right before Showtime. Man, how embarrassing. Canceled right before Showtime. right behind Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Right before it's time for the show, boom. Look what happened. You know what I'm saying? Make it make some sense. Oh, this the wrong stuff. That wasn't supposed to be you, Andrew. That was supposed to be somebody else. I don't know what's going on, man. My oh no, that ain't you. That's this dude. No, it wasn't you. I don't know what he was thinking, man. You know, it's just for me, I just can't see you. I can't see you hurting your own son. I don't see it. Your son is doing well. You was locked up. 50 then took your son and put your son in a big old position to really do well, to have an acting career that will live beyond 50. Like for him to teach your son acting lessons and put him on the screen, that's like the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a gift that lasts forever. You know what I'm saying? He's an actor now. So he can make money without 50 Cent. Like he put him up on a real bag. Like you don't get no more love than that. How much honor would that be to be locked up like Meech and see my son playing me? It don't really get, I don't think you can make many stories as good as that. That your own son get to play you and then you get released right at the height of your son's blooming acting career where you could come out and help. You could come out and help your son. You could come out and show your son stuff to say and stuff. I don't understand why he ain't with Lil Meech showing him stuff to say, showing him what it was like. Because he don't know, because he was a kid. So he's supposed to be out telling his son, son, this like this, and I would do it like that and do it like this. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be asking fifth. If you need me to come on the set, I could come on the set and I can help the people that's writing the show. You know what I'm saying? Like he's supposed to be trying to get involved with that show. The lady got your rights. That's on you. You gave the lady your rights. Good thing you did get a lady your rights because now your son getting the bag. You got to look at things positive. If you would have kept the rights, the show might not have came out. Your son might be where now? Who knows where he would be? He let Rock, yeah, he let Rock, bro. He let Ross trick him out his square. The mailman, can you believe this though? I know a lot of brothers just can't believe that. It's just hard for us to believe. Look, if anybody stopped and thought maybe Rick Ross and 50 are secretly cool with each other, you see the kind of ridiculous stuff? So they so cool that they're going to book a show and cancel a show and put up the money to all these artists. You know what I mean? Ron G, stop, bro. You're making yourself not look that intelligent. Nobody going Nobody going. Ron G, look what this man say. Have anyone stopped and thought maybe Rick Ross and 50 are seriously cool with each other? You see the kind of stuff people say on the internet, and these people don't be knowing the background story, don't be knowing nothing. They just be talking. Cause it ain't no way that they cool. They not no cool. No, a lot of stuff happened, bro. A lot of stuff happened. Baby mama's been involved, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all stay in y'all lane, man. If y'all ain't really outside like that, and y'all some in the house people that work a 9 to 5, that's cool. But if you ain't really like that and got no street knowledge, like be quiet. Cause don't nobody play like that, bro. Don't nobody do no street publicity stunts. That don't happen. This ain't no publicity stunt. They don't really like each other. Ain't nobody trying to hurt each other's career. If it wasn't for Rick Ross being a good rapper, his career would have been over. 50 would have ended his career. It's just Ross could really rap. But ain't no publicity stunt. Is the Young Buck situation a publicity stunt? You seen what he just said about the brother that passed away. Was that a publicity stunt? 50 don't be doing publicity stunt. He really don't be liking people. Anybody know that? Fifth don't do no publicity stunts. He either with you or he not. He don't be doing no goofy stuff. Now you might do it. Meech come from the trenches, man. Meech is a goofy. I mean, a lot of dudes come from, I know dudes come from the trenches that'll snitch on you. So I don't know what you're talking about. Snitches come from the trenches too. What is you talking about? Look, I'm going to show you what people be saying. Meech come from the trenches like many of us. He blessed to make it out. A lot of our homies been gone. No need to hate on this man. Listen, man, no need to tell me what to do. I'm a grown man. I don't like him. I don't like him. And what I don't like about you, Amir, you never once mentioned his son and the fact that he stepped on his son. So you're not even real. So Amir, you're not keeping it real. The man hurt his own son, but you up here talking about what he been through and all that. Man, don't nobody care nothing about that. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. So nobody don't care if he doing the crime for the time. Don't nobody care. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody care. The man is a goofy, okay? The man is a goofy. Don't nobody care, none of that. The man is a goofy. The man is a goofy on the streets too. On the streets with street dudes. Big Meech is a goofy. Okay? Now with y'all internet people, no, but real people been in the game, been in the trenches. When they see this and you put a billboard up, when you got birds, you was a clown. Period. You was a clown. Ain't nobody doing crimes, put up no billboard but a goofy. Man, he ain't got no street. Man, that man is not getting no street respect like y'all think. Nobody respect that, bro. Bad boys move in silence. You know what I'm saying? This person say, I don't know why we arguing. Bro, I'm talking on my own show. So you ain't making no sense. I'm on my show doing the live doing me. You on my show doing what? Ron G, what is you doing is the question. You the one in the chat. I'm live doing me. You doing me. You on my show. You know what I'm saying? You on my show. If you don't like the show, bam. You know what to do. If it don't make no sense, y'all are people that be watching a TV show talking about, man, this ain't no good. Man, this show ain't no good. But you still watching, I have to question you. If you feel like what I'm saying is no good and you still watching it, you a goofy too. Man, let me tell you something. Now you're saying if I use your brain. When I think of brain, I think of one of your family members. Anyway, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? See, I use my brain. Bye. You know what I'm saying? You want to come with the insults. You know what I'm saying? I use my brain. It's a block party. Bye. See how I use my brain? I get rid of you. Wasn't that smart? You know what I'm saying? Man, no matter how many times I say he did his son wrong, brothers come over here. And this just show you on another side why the black man ain't been no good father. The black man that fell off on his fatherhood abilities. See what I'm saying? Because any father would definitely know what I'm talking about if you was a good father. So you just seen how many black men that really ain't no good fathers. You could tell they ain't no good fathers because they ain't never said nothing about the son. All they keep talking about is Meech and Rick Ross, Meech and Rick Ross. I keep talking about the son. And you see full grown black men don't feel no kind of bad way about the son. And that just show you the parenting skills of the black man is in the trash in 2025. Y'all ain't no good daddies. Y'all ain't no good fathers. Yeah. Every one of the brothers that came over here doing all that typing and didn't mention that son and didn't mention 50 taking care of that son ain't no good father. Because I'm speaking as a father. I got 3 sons. And it ain't no way I would have did that to my son. Big Meech ain't nothing to me. He hurt his own son. He hurt his own son. He not none of that to me. He ain't none of that to me. He chose his side. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't supposed to choose no choices when his son is the pawn in the game. So if you in the car with my son, I'm not finna get on the phone and talk crazy to you when you got my son in the car. That ain't making no sense to me. Now I'm putting my son in danger. So you mean my son could be riding around with 3 dudes and I could be on the phone calling them all out their name, telling them what I'm gonna do with them while my son? See, I ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Man, people talk about change the topic. Man, listen, all you gotta do is change the station. You know what I'm saying? You don't run, and you don't even run nothing. You know what I'm saying? You on the internet. You couldn't never walk up to me, tell me none of that stuff. That's how I know a lot of these dudes ain't street dudes. Cause in my face, you'll be smiling and cheesing, or you'll be a good boy, or it'll go ugly. That's why I don't really hang around a lot of brothers. I don't really hang around a lot of people because over the years I learned that you got to keep being around so many losers. It's hard to find winners because winners don't hang around each other. They don't hang around other people. So winners don't got time to keep bumping into losers. So it's hard for a bunch of winners to get together because we kind of be scarce because we got to bump into so many losers that we rather just be with our wife and do our business. Because you can barely find a black man own anything. Black men ain't got no respect, no dignity, no honor, and you can't trust them. Yeah, that way. You can't trust them. You got to go through probably, man, I'm going to keep it real, man. You probably got to go through 25 black men to find one you could trust. Out of 25, you might find one. And you might not find one out of 25. You might have to get 50 because there might be 2 of them, but they might be in the other group of 25. All 25 of these might not be nothing. You might got to get a whole 50 to get two. That's trustworthy, that got some honor, that got some respect, that don't be saying weird stuff out their mouth. You ever been around a dude, he say little stuff, little weird stuff? You ever been around a dude, you trying to get something done, but he always on another mission? You trying to get something started, you trying to get some business, and every woman he look at, he trying to holler at her, which ain't got nothing to do with what y'all trying to do. He act like he never seen a woman before. Or you trying to get with a dude, you know what I'm saying? And you trying to blow up and you trying to get a TV show and stuff like that. And this fool want to take pictures and he want to be a celebrity that got nothing to do with what we do. He even willing to take pictures with somebody that's the opposition of the person throwing the doggone event. So you trying to tell me that if I go to Universal and I find out the guy at Universal Pictures want to do a movie for me, but he hate the guy at Sony Pictures. You trying to tell me that once this guy agree to do my movie, I should go take a picture with the dude at Sony Pictures and post it? So the guy at Universal see me with this guy, his main competitor that he don't like, maybe they had some type of beef or some type of words. That's how you'll do business? And you think you'll be successful? It's a thing out here called loyalty. And loyalty is just what it is. And when you at the top, you make the decisions on who's in and who's out. Now, if you ain't at the top, if you ain't the commander in chief, you don't make no decisions. You got to ride with that or go solo. But you can't say, why that person don't go along with you. It don't work like that. If you want to work with Jay-Z, his enemies is your enemies. If you want to work with 50, his enemies is your enemies. That's what it is. Because any situation requires loyalty. And when you don't show 100% loyalty, then you're not going to get 100% loyalty. Nobody going to be loyal to you if you're not loyal to them. Loyalty is a two-way street. So when you want loyalty from people, you got to show loyalty. But they try to pretend that loyalty is a one-way street, that I just got to be loyal to dude. No, it's a two-way street. Like, let's take Loopy G. That's my man. That's like family. I never cross dude, ever, never. If I went to Texas and he said, I don't mess with dude, then dude is out of here. Period. Ain't no, oh, I'm a grown man, I'm going to mess with who I mess with. No. You got to make your bed and you got to lie in it. That's just how the game go. On the other hand, if I see you in a situation and you already in a situation and you dealing with me, I'm not going to tell you, don't mess with this dude. So it's a possibility that if Meech would have brought it to 50, 50 might have been like, it's cool, go ahead. At least you let me know. But most likely 50 would have been like, how much he paying you? Man, he going to give me 150, 50, I need that money. All right, listen, we going to do a show next month. I'll give you 200. Just like that. So he didn't even like play his options right. His loyalty got to be to his son. And his son's loyalty got to be with 50. So by default, your loyalty got to go on behalf of your son. It's just like you're a father and your son come and he got a woman and you don't really like her like that. And you be telling your son, I don't know why you with her, man. I don't know why you with her. And then your son say he gonna marry you. And then he have a baby by her. It's like you got to accept her. I mean, you don't get to make no choices no more. Your son made his choice. That's his baby mama. That's his wife. Hey, it is what it is. I got to ride. I got to ride with her. I'm not going to try to introduce my son to no other lady and not like that. He married and he loved her, and then that's just what it is. And I got to ride by default. Because I got to ride with my son, and he in the car and she in the car. I mean, that's just how the game go. You don't always get to call everything. So like if I get out of prison and my son doing like Little Meech, man, I'm letting it be known, man, 50 is the man. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting it be known 50 is the man. Why wouldn't he be? This man, you know, what bothers me is he actually paid for the man to go take acting classes. He could have easily just had him try out and said no. He could have got the best person to play Meech. Instead, he threw the family a bag. I'm thinking 50 thinking Big Meech really gonna be happy about this. I got his baby boy playing him. I'm building up the brand. Damn. He put Meech in a great position. All he had to do was just sit still, let this play out. And he was sitting sweet. Instead of taking a picture with Rick Ross, he's supposed to be taking a picture with Terry, his brother. How you love Rick Ross, but you ain't made peace with your brother? Somebody make it make some sense. That's your brother. Go apologize to your brother for sending him to prison. Huh? So every time I think about Big Meech, this is what I think about. This is what I think about when I think about Big Meech. That's how I be looking at him. Because he definitely ain't the brightest bulb in the lamp. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Tasha. He definitely ain't the brightest bulb in the lamp. You know what I'm saying? You Big Meech, you ain't never supposed to be under no Rick Ross, bro. That don't even look right. Like how you Big Meech and now he's sunning you. And you can see Rick Ross sunning him. Look at the picture. Look at Rick Ross rings and look at his jewelry and look at Big Meech. He's stunned on him. He got the B on his hat. Boss. He got his shirt say Big Key and big writing with a big old key on it. You got to look at all the graphics like in Kemet in ancient Egypt. The hieroglyphics told it all. Look at the hieroglyphics. If this was hieroglyphics and you said, who's the biggest? You're going to say the guy that say Big Key. This guy got this guy name on him. He ain't never supposed to have Rick Ross' name on his chest. He Big Meech. So you got Rick Ross' name on your chest, but then the event is called BMF, Big Meech, welcome back. Where's that shirt at? That's the shirt you should have on. But now you're gonna be at the car show. He just played him, man. Look, he got the little key on there. And Rick got the big key, and his shirt say big. All that's planned, man. All that's planned. His show say big key holders, and his show say Rick Ross Car Show with the little key on it and Rick Ross' name on his chest. Come on, man. You think Larry Hoover would put that shirt on? You think Jeff Fort would put that shirt on? Any of the people that got bosses out here, you think they'll put that shirt on? They'll be like, man, I'm not putting that on. Boy, I'm Larry Hoover. I'm not putting on no Rick Ross shirt. Boy, you crazy? Are you kidding me? I wouldn't even put that on, and I ain't even getting it like that. I'd be like, boy, you a fool. You crazy. Boy, you a fool. You want me to put that on? Why my key? I was looking at the shirt. Why my key little? You know what I'm saying? I need a shirt say big key holder. I put that on. But if I'm working with 50 and 50 working with my son, man, don't even call me. Don't even call me my son. I might answer the phone and be like, bro, why you ask me to do that show when you know my son over there with 50? Man, you bogus, Rick. What you asked me that for? And why you ain't break me off no bread? It would have been a whole different conversation with me because I'd be like, bro, you already said you think you Big Meech. You trying to get me to come to the show. Where my bread for saying that? You use my name to get clout, bro. Send me some money over here. He would have had to pay me. I've been like, you paid little Larry. You paid the GDs. You paid the several GD groups. You paid at least a couple. You paid the GDs for saying you think you Larry Hoover. And you use my name too, but you ain't where my money. But I can't do this show, bro. Why you ask me to do something like that with my son over there working with Fifth? Boy, you bogus. I told him, boy, you bogus. You mess around and get my son hurt. I would have never put my son in no danger like that. Just 50 cool. He ain't going to hurt the boy, but some people would. Some people would have hurt that boy. They would have set that boy up. He would play with the wrong dude, they would have set little Meech up. Oh, you want to play? All right. Hey, little Meech, we having some meters over so-and-so. Hey, he going to be coming through. He going to pass around that way. He going down the next block. Y'all be on the block before he get there. That's a one-way street. So when he make that turn, y'all know what to do. Yeah, you would get your son hurt, bro. Like, I don't understand these dudes, but all these dudes, boss, I'm a boss, I'm in the streets, I'm a boss in the streets. No, you not. No, you not. Rick Ross, you not that. You not in the streets like that. Meech, you was just a party promoting dude. You wasn't no gangster. You was a hustler and a seller, but he definitely wasn't no gangster. Meech wasn't no gangster. He was just a hustler. But he didn't have no gangster in him. And it's like, you got to wear two hats in the streets. If you're a pimp, you still got to be a gangster. If you're a hustler, you still got to be a gangster. Like, you got to be able to, you got to wear two hats if you in the streets. Because, yeah, you a pimp. Yeah, you a hustler. But gangster stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to be no gangster, but you got to do gangster stuff. Like, I ain't no gangster. I was a hustler. But I had to do gangster stuff. Because people be playing with you out there. So you don't got no choice. And you got to be like that. Like, if you ain't got no gangster in you, you not going to make it in business or nothing. Because it's all cutthroat. And it's all gangster. And it's all based on loyalty, too. Period. So if you get in a job and you see the boss don't like Joseph, don't you be talking to Joseph. I'ma just tell you. If you work at a job and you see the big man that do the hiring and firing, he don't like Karen. Stay your ass away from Karen. Because if he see you around Karen a lot, he don't like you either. He don't like y'all. You and Karen. And when he gonna let two people go, he gonna let y'all both go. No, it's not fair. But that the game ain't fair. The game got rules. And you gotta go by the rules, period. And it's in every business. It's in everything. It's like that. That's just how it is. He said they don't even like Ross in his hood. I mean, if he was only dealing with Ross, he would have been fine. Look at the Super Bowl with Snoop and them. And Jay-Z did 150 on the show. That's just how it is. And the only reason he couldn't stop 50 off being on the show, because Dr. Dre is a boss. And Dr. Dre said, nah, 50 on this show. And that was the end of it. Because it was two bosses. And the other boss told the other boss, hey, listen, I'm a boss too. He on the show. What we going to do? He on the show, ain't no show. He's like, all right, he on the show. Because Dre was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So 50 didn't have to bow down to Jay-Z because he was already riding with Dre. That's why you ain't going to see 50 ever diss Dre or Snoop. He dissed Jimmy Iovine. He had to calm down on that because Dre was like, you can't do that. You can't do that with Jimmy. I'm getting money with Jimmy. 50 had to backtrack that. Still today, you ain't going to see him say nothing about Jimmy, Dre, Snoop, or Eminem. He can't say nothing. And he cannot mess with their enemies. I'm just telling you. 50 cannot, if they got enemies he know about, he can't mess with you. That's just how the game goes. For you young black people and stuff, watch me, and you young people, I'm telling you what you're going to have to do to survive in this world. Everything is rank and file. The military, sports, politics, business, it's all rank and file. What you think a 5-star general is, what you think a commander-in-chief is, what you think a CEO is, what you think a coach is. Everything is rank and file. And you have to look to see, are you in a high enough position to make certain decisions? To me, I don't see nobody with a reputation like Big Meech. I don't see him taking no second back seat to Rick Ross. Rick Ross made him take a back seat. 50 portrayed him as two bosses. 50 didn't portray him like I'm the boss and he an underboss. 50 portrayed it like we bosses. Look at the picture. It's an even Steven picture. Look at this picture. Ross is the boss and he's the sucker. This is a lot more uplifting, more powerful picture for Meech than this picture. This is a sucker picture. Even the way the picture was taken, this picture was taken in a better way and a better light. And this picture was taken to show the economical status, the difference. You know what I'm saying? You can even look in the pictures and see that this picture held Big Meech up to a high standard. And this picture made him look like a worker. Because Rick Ross think he make Big Meech. See, you gotta know, you gotta listen to people. He said he think he Big Meech. That's why the GDs got on him. Because he said he think he Larry Hoover. And they like, nah, you can't be thinking you know Larry Hoover. Where the rack at? Brah, Showtime. Boy, you can't be thinking you know Larry Hoover. They got that straight. No, you don't think you know Larry Hoover. Bro, you tripping. We don't know who you think you are, but you can't be thinking you Larry Hoover. You can't be thinking that, bro. I don't know what you've been thinking, but you can't think you know Larry Hoover. So it's like when a man tell you he think he Big Meech, man. Come on, man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's absolutely crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I don't understand how he made that mistake, and I just feel sorry. You know, I feel sorry for his son, man. You know what I mean? Because his son might like lose his series. You know what I mean? And then it's like his son might have been spending money. He might have been BMF. He might have been blowing money fast. His son might have been counting his chips later and thinking I could spend this because I got some more money coming in. And so imagine you already planning for some more money to come in, and then 50 say, what next season? Now, the next season still might happen because it could be used for a publicity stunt, but it wasn't done for a publicity stunt. That's why the person say he think it's a publicity stunt. No, 50 will take a bad situation and use it as a publicity stunt. But for sure, Big Meech got to feel the pain. And he would definitely, if it's another season, it would probably most definitely be the last one unless Lil Meech is able to come and fix it. Lil Meech is the only one could fix it, but he would have to separate that situation with his dad, which he already began to do when he said, F Rick Ross, man, what he told 50. You know what I'm saying? But that was a bad situation for Shorty to have to diss Rick Ross while his daddy Rick Ross, and he ain't able to say what he was really thinking about his daddy because he was really totally pissed at his daddy, I'm sure. I know what he thinking. He like, you wasn't even out here. This the man that put me on some money. You was locked up. Why would you get out and do that? When you say I'm over here with this man, what is you doing? So Meech gonna come out and say, well, he didn't know they was beefing like that, bro. Stop lying. Everybody know that they wasn't getting along. You know what I'm saying? You was just thirsty and let this man play you, and he got a hat. He made sure he put that B on that hat, boss, and he made sure his shirt say Big Key, and then they show your shirt with a little key, and your shirt say Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you let that man. Yeah, Lil Meech took a picture with Slow Bucks, but they probably got over that and fixed that. You know what I'm saying? They probably got over that and fixed that. Because, Terry took a picture with Preem's son, but you ain't seen no picture of Terry and 50 since then either. And so knowing that your brother took a picture with Preem's son, why would you go do this? That's what I'm saying. This ain't making no sense. Why would you do that? And why y'all taking a picture with Preem's son? And why you taking a picture with Rick, but why you and your brother ain't took no picture together? Make that make sense. Because you got your brother locked up. That's why. Terry did all that time because of Meech. Meech got everybody locked up because he was out there showboating. My daddy used to call it showboating. He wanted to get a lot of money, be in the limelight. And this is what happened. I was in the streets. I know what I'm talking about. I was hustling. And when you be hustling, these dudes, they be coming up from poverty. So when they be hustling and they start getting bread, they start buying all type of stuff. We all do it. We start buying cars and stuff like that. And we don't be thinking, look, I was living on 90. I was living right off of 95th Street, like on 93rd, like 2 streets over from King Drive. And I had my Cadillac. It got Dayton's on it. It say Ja Rule. It was too much, right? I met this sister that became my wife. And because I live right off of King Drive, and because in O Block, you can't park in the back, rather than drive my car and have to park it on the street, I would just go over to King Drive and take the bus and get off and walk at O Block and go hang out with her. I might stay there 2 days. We had just started dating. So I might stay there 2 days, come home. 3 days, come home. So I swear to God, y'all, one day I get up in the morning from O Block. I'm leaving. It's like 10 in the morning. I get on the CTA bus. I come up. I get off at 93rd. When I walk over to the street, right, it ain't no cars on the street, right? But man, it ain't no cars on the street. You know why? Everybody went to work. Good thing I had my vision on. Y'all listen to this story. This is very important. It ain't no cars on the street. When I turn on our street, my car's sitting there. Ain't nobody in Chicago got no Dayton's on their car. My license plate customized say Ja Rule. The car's shining. It's the only car on the block. And my car is screaming, drug dealer. Clear as day. I seen it when I turned the corner. My car was like, this a drug dealer live right here. I seen it. My car was snitching on me. It's the only car on the block till you go way down. It's no cars, just my car. Why I'm not at work, I'm obviously not a working man. Ain't nobody on the block got a car like this. But when all the other cars is parked, you can't see the car like that. The car is just in a row with a bunch of cars, but not everybody went to work. It's 10 in the morning. I seen it. I'm fighting 8 to 40. I'm fighting the case 8 to 40. I'm looking at 8 to 40. 8 to 40 years. I just got out on bail. Feel me? I seen that. I parked it behind my parents' house. I bought a raggedy van. I started dressing down. I started breaking down, dressing down. My woman, she ain't liking that shit because she want me for how she met me, shining, jewelry and all that. But I got a case. I'm still fighting the case. I'm still, you know what I'm saying? All that's going to be in the book. I'm breaking it down. Sorry, babe, I ain't gonna be able to be that fly nigga no more. I got cases. I don't want to go to jail. I just want the money. I don't want to look like I got no money. This ain't legal money. I don't want to look like this no more. The mink coats gotta go. The jury gotta go. All this stuff gotta go. Facts. This stuff gotta go. The only way I can keep this stuff, I gotta get out of the streets and how I'm gonna pay, how I'm gonna live. I gotta get this money. I gotta pay my lawyer. So I'm stuck. He wants $500 every time we come to court. On top of the money I gave him up front, $500 every time I go to court, and a percentage of my bail money when I get it back. It's a dirty game. I had like 15,000 up. At first, my bail was supposed to be 25,000. I wasn't finna get him no 25,000 and say I'm not doing this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I sat in there 4 months. I'm not giving them no 25,000 and say I'm not out here selling. That sounds stupid. They're gonna look and say, yes, you are. Where the hell you get 25 racks? You know what I'm saying? So rather than do that, I sat in there 4 months till they dropped it to 15,000. Then I had my mother bring five, a check for five, a cashier check for five, my wife bring a cashier check for five, and my sister bring a cashier check for five. Because anything over 10,000, they can confiscate. The IRS could take it and say, well, you got to prove where you got this from. My point is, the streets is brutal and it's gangster. I was a hustler, but now I'm in county jail. I'm on 26 in California. I'm locked up with the Goonie Goons. So, what is it? Ain't no, you locked up with them 24 hours around the clock. So you could talk all that hustler stuff, but is you really about that life when you get locked up with these savages and these hardcore criminals, people that been to prison? I had been to prison, so I really had to be that. I really wasn't for no games in there, none. And look how thin I am. I wasn't with no plan or nothing like that. Don't even play with me like even a little bit in there. Not even this much. Don't even say nothing to me that seems like it's a problem. Because I'm not finna let you know it's a problem. You ain't gonna know it's a problem until you know, by the time you find out that you got a problem, it's just gonna be me. You know, it ain't gonna be no more you. I don't know how to say this. YouTube is funny acting, but by the time you find out me and you got a problem, you know, you only gonna have a little bit of time to realize that. Because I'm not selling no wolf tickets or none of that. This is the Terror Dome. I'm saying all this to tell young brothers watching me, I want to end this, stay out the streets. Because you can't be no hustler. You got to be a killer. You got to be a gangster. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't get in the streets. Like, don't get in the streets. Like, stay out the streets. And you got to have loyalty. You can't be with this dude and his enemy. You cannot do that. You got to make your bed and you got to lie in it. And that's in the streets. That's in business. That's in everything. Relationships and everything. That's just how it is. You got to deal with it. And sometimes you got to bow down to a situation. So if your brother or your sister is married to somebody you don't like, you better learn how to like them, because the family they're married to them. So you got to swallow your pride and you got to deal with it. You can't stand hardball because that's your sister or that's your brother and that's their husband or that's their wife, and that's what it is. And you cannot be hating your brother's wife. You're gonna have to accept her. That's just how the game go. If you don't, it's gonna make a mess out of everything. You gotta accept it for what it is and do your job to make sure there's no tension and there's no beef. And this is what Big Meech couldn't do. He went and created beef instead of making sure it ain't no beef over there on his son's side while his son dealing with 50. You want to keep all beef away from your son. You don't want to have your son there and then you go get messed with the op with your son next to this person. Like, that's not gangster. I don't know what's wrong with these. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's either you slow or you're a rat. And this is what Meech made his mistake because with all you done, we can't believe you slow. So you gotta be a rat. And sometimes when you act a certain way, you begin to look like that. Like he kind of looked ratty. Seriously. I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but he looked like a little rat. He got a ratty look. To me, he looked like a rat. He's starting to take on that look. You know what I'm saying? To me, he looked like a rat. His face and features starting to change. You know, you are what you eat, and you however you function, that's how you look. And if you're on some righteous stuff, you're gonna kind of look kind of righteous and decent. But if you on some old snake stuff, you start looking like a snake. You ever dealt with a woman that was a snake? She started to look funny to you. You ever broke up with a woman that was a snake? And you be still in love with her? And then when you get around with her, you really can't get back with her because she just always looks snaky. It's just over. You like her, you kind of wanna get back with her, but she don't look like she used to look. She used to look like an angel, and now when you look at her, she always looked like a snake. You know what I'm saying? You thinking she gonna bite your ass? You know what I'm saying? So you just ain't got the vibe like that. You ain't charming with her. You ain't got the vibe. She can pick it up. She can pick up on it. It ain't that. You don't even be wanting to sleep with her or nothing because it ain't nothing there. You know what I'm saying? Because she always looked like a snake. When somebody snake you, they always look like a snake, whether it's a female or a male. Every time you see them, they just look like they'll cross you. One of the worst mistakes you can make is going back around somebody that crossed you because you ain't never really comfortable. So I don't even know why you would do it. And that's why people be mad at 50 because once you cross him, he just never go back around you. And I don't blame him. He's smart. You know what I'm saying? And he like gonna keep that back door closed. So he ain't gonna really want to mess with Meech because now little Meech is like a back door. That's how that's how we look at it out here. Like little Meech will get me back door. Like I don't think I want Big Meech's son this close to me. Like I can't trust your daddy, and then your loyalty gonna be with your daddy, and you around me, and it's like I don't know. I guarantee you, if 50 work with him, it's gonna be from a distance. I guarantee you, he don't really get to be around Fifth without security there, and it's gonna be very few times that Lil Meech ever get to be around 50 Cent. He might work with him, but it's gonna definitely be from a distance. He is not gonna let that boy get back around him because you crossed him and he was like an uncle to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like Lil Meech ain't got no people to help him because if I was working with Lil Meech, he wouldn't have said nothing. I'd be like, Meech, don't say nothing. And don't text 50 because he gonna put it on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You only can talk to 50 face to face where it can't be recorded. But if you give him a recording, you give him a text message, he gonna expose it. Like he did. He put the boy text messages up there. Because with Fifth is war. It's 100% war. Ain't no rules when you go to war with dude. He don't got no rules. He don't got no filter. Ain't no rules you go to war with dude. It's up. 100%. Everything. Ain't no decency. None of that. if you go with him, it's everything is on the table. So Meech ain't got no good advisors around him. He shouldn't have never said nothing. If he wouldn't have said nothing, he would have been straight. 50 would have just kept watching to see if he gonna say something. Say, he ain't said nothing. He just shouldn't have said nothing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so see, I'm gonna show you somebody I know what I'm talking about. And he say, 50 got to stop making business personal. Meech is allowed to do business with other people. He's not inheriting Ross versus 50 feud. Okay. Once again, 50 Cent took your son. Let me ask you a question, Tay. If you was in prison and I took your son and I paid for your son acting license and I had your son play in the movie and play you and built up the name of your crew and it made your son a movie star, which later he can end up being bigger and bigger, would you come out and go hang out with my op? Yes or no? I don't want no long statement. If I sent your son to acting school and put your son in a TV show and put money in his pocket to play you in the movie to build your brand, would you come out and do business with my op? Yes or no? I just want a yes or a no. If you say more words than yes or no, then I know you're a fraud. Yes or no? I'm asking Tay, yes or no? If I sent your son to acting school and put money in his pocket and make it where he could be a star forever, while you was in prison and couldn't be a good father, and I looked out for your baby boy and had him act you in the movie, would you come out and hang around my op? Yes or no? See? I just want y'all to see. I just want y'all to see. That's how I go out here. You see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That even the people that be making comments, they don't be real like that. You know what I'm saying? They be making comments, and when I ask them a question, they'll only answer if I want to argue with them. But if I just want a yes or no, they don't answer. Ain't no answer. Steve said you cannot have a Nike deal and a Reebok deal. That's what I'm trying to tell him, Steve. For the for the rest of y'all, if you in the streets and your son with dude riding around, do you think your son is safe if you go hang out with the op of the dude that got your son? Just for the street people. Dude got your son. His name Reggie. Reggie got your son. Reggie hates Carl, and they op and they do not like each other. While Reggie got your son, would you go hang with Carl? Look, I told him just an answer. He couldn't say an answer. See what I'm saying? He said no, but we're not doing buts. No. End of story. I ain't gonna read the rest. I don't care about what the rest you wrote. I'm not gonna even read it. I'm not even reading nothing. No. End of story. He don't know. He just admitted no. End of story. Ain't no but. Yes or no. Ain't no yes, but, no, but. Yes or no. He said no, so there ain't no but. There's no such thing as no but. That don't exist. So you see the type of people you be dealing with. No is no. That's the end of it. He just said no, he wouldn't. Ain't no but. No. I rest my case. No. All that other stuff, he just trying to save face. No, he would not. End of story. I'm not even reading the rest. Why would I read the rest of that nonsense? I ain't reading no nonsense, no. But for the rest of y'all, if you got Terry and you got Carl, and your son is hanging out with Terry all the time, and Terry hate Carl, would you let Terry know that you hanging out with Carl? Do you think that would put your son's life in danger? That you hanging out with this dude Op and this dude got your son in his possession all the time? Would you go hang out with his enemy with your son right there? Because in some cases, some people would have seen that and they would have set Little Meech up. They'd be like, oh, Big Meech want to play? You want to play? I got your son. So see, that's why I'm saying people ain't keeping it real out here. Like you put your son's life in danger too. Just 50 ain't on that, but that, you know what I'm saying? That's a possibility. You put your son's life in danger. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You put your son's life in danger. Like I'm on some real stuff. I'm telling you what's really real. You can't hang between enemies. Look. Yeah, he destroyed 30 years of respect. Look. I got a friend. And one of his people he be around sold me some bad stuff one time. It wasn't much. I was just getting in the game. So I was just getting in the game. He sold me some bad stuff, right? So as I blew up in the game and become a boss status in the game, I just never liked dude. And the reason I didn't like dude is not that just he stole me some bad stuff, but we was all, him and his boy, we was real close. So we supposed to kind of be like family. So he just showed me being around him and you wasn't really family. You just took me like whatever. But on top of that, I'm thinking we like family, so I had you come to my house. So I let him come to my house with my wife and my child. And then he snaked me. I don't think I had my daughter yet, but I had my son there. And he snaked me. Cool, I was early in the game. That wasn't nothing. I wasn't messing with him. I'm a boss in the game now, boom, boom, boom. But I never messed with dude. He was my boy's friend. My boy, I'm talking to him on the phone for years. I done told him I don't mess with your dude, with your boy. Now, every time I'm talking to my friend, he keep bringing up this dude that I done already told him, dude, I don't mess with dude. You know, the only reason he probably whatever ever is because he with you, and that's the only reason it's probably not worse for him. Just on GP. It wasn't no money, but just his principalities out here. But my friend keep on bringing this dude up. So finally, a couple years ago, he brought dude up and I had to go off the deep end, and I hung up, and I haven't talked to the dude since, because guess what? Why you keep bringing up somebody I don't like? I can't tell you don't hang around, dude, but why you keep bringing this dude up to me? I let him go with a little bit of bread because I was making a whole lot, wasn't nothing. But still, what if I hold you accountable now? You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm thinking. So now I'm thinking, okay, both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And now you hurting dudes past because, he kind of getting the pass because of you. But now, so I just, disrespected him a whole lot and hung up and blocked him. And I got a new phone number, he don't got my number. I never talked to him again because you a snake. You a snake because you don't even got the respect enough to go around him and keep that to yourself. Why you keep bringing this dude up to me? Because you're trying to irritate me. You're trying to irritate me. But this is years. I ain't in the streets no more. I wasn't in the streets no more. So I just had to block you because it was a time where you would have irritated me like that. There would have been consequences to that. It wouldn't have been a whole lot of hollering on the phone and stuff. It would have been like, okay, this dude just keep playing. Hey, man, so what you doing though, man? Listen, let's get together tomorrow. That's how that would have went back in the day. I wouldn't have told him. I wouldn't have did all that. I wouldn't have did nothing. I would have been thinking, okay, this dude right here, okay. Yeah. I would have played the same snake role he trying to play. Oh, you want to be a snake? All right, let's get together tomorrow. Let's get together tomorrow. Because I'm tired of you bringing up dude. See what I'm saying? I'm tired of you bringing up dude. So I ain't talked to him. You know what I'm saying? So we got another buddy. And he know I don't talk to dude. And he kind of keep bringing up dude. And now I got to tell him I haven't told him yet. But next time I see him, I'll be like, man, stop bringing up dude. You know what I'm saying? Because if he keep bringing up dude, it's going to be the same way. I'm going to have to cut him off. You know what I'm saying? Because don't trust nobody that keep bringing up your enemies. Don't trust nobody that let you know they keep hanging with somebody you don't like. And if they keep hanging with somebody you don't like, don't hang with them. You might could talk on the phone, but don't hang with nobody that's constantly hanging with somebody that is your enemy. Because that person in the middle is a snake. And usually people like that, they'll come and they'll go around them and they'll talk about you, and then they'll come and tell you what that person said, but they the ones brought it up, and they said something too. They said something bad about you. They wait till the person says something bad back, and they come tell you what the person said. And then you say something, and then they go tell that person what you said. And they go back and forth telling you each other what y'all said, but they never tell you what they were saying. And they was talking about both of y'all to the other person. See what I'm saying? They was disrespecting both of y'all to the other person. So always eliminate that, young people, in your life. You know what I'm saying? Always eliminate that. That's a snake. That's a snake. That's not a friend. Because a friend, your friends is their friends. And if you ain't their friend, they ain't their friend either. That's a solid friend. You're only going to have one or maybe two friends in your whole life. That's a snake. That's a go-between. That's a SHIT starter. They just always starting stuff. You don't need that in your life. And that's Big Meech trying to run back in between two people. Then he gonna get on the internet tomorrow. He didn't know Rick Ross and 50 was beefing. Bro, stop lying. Is that called playing the dozens? No, playing the dozens is signifying from what I understand. So I thought playing the dozens was me and you roasting each other. Nah, I call that monkey in the middle. You know, that's the monkey in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So a snake, a shit starter, they in the middle. You know what I'm saying? They gossiper. That's a gossiper. Anytime somebody bringing up somebody to you, they bringing you up to somebody. So watch people that's always bringing up other people, talking about other people. Because the same way they come to you talking about them, they going to go to them talking about you. So I don't be wanting to be around no gospel. Don't come telling me what Tommy said or what, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Fence straddling and in the middle, and they go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? That'll ruin your life. Ladies, that'll ruin your life. Anytime you on the phone with some chick and she gossip about somebody, I got a friend. He talk about this dude all the time. He talk about, man, I can't stand dude. Dude is this, man. Dude ain't nothing, man. Dude don't do this. Dude don't do that. Then the next time I talk to him, he's like, I was just at dude house. He talk about you just at dude house. Then a while he talk about dude like a dog again. Then he turned around, he just left dude house. Then he talk about he can't stand dude again. I talked to him again, he just left dude house. I don't say nothing. I just got rid of him. He had to go. It's the same dude. He had to go. He was doing that all the time to another dude. Now the other dude be bringing him up. I ain't going to tell the other dude, hey, man, dude was bringing you up like you bringing him up. Stop. I ain't going to say that because I don't be snitching. I don't be telling. I'm just going to tell dude, stop bringing dude up around me. I don't mess with dude. When I come to see you, I just come to see you. I don't want to hear nothing about dude. If he pass away, I don't want to hear about it. I don't care. I'm just like that. I don't even know. I don't even want to know that. Because when I don't deal with you, I don't deal with you. I don't want you to have no good luck or no bad luck or no luck. I don't care what kind of luck you have. I'm not really interested in your life. I don't want to see you go down. I don't want to see you to go down. I just don't want to see you. I got no connections to it. I don't wish nothing bad for you, nothing good for you, or nothing. I just want you out my life. Your life is just your life. There's a lot of people out there living a life. So I don't wish no bad for you or no good. I don't wish nothing. I'm not thinking about you. I don't want you in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be bothered with you. I could do bad by myself. I could find enemies if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I just don't got time for that. Grown adults gossiping and back and forth. That's not productive. How is it that we can do that, but we can't do no business? You know what I'm saying? So I don't got no respect for Big Meech. He a goofy to me. You know what I'm saying? I did all of that, and the show got canceled. How embarrassing. You done messed up your son's opportunity to run around with Rick Ross, and then a whole bunch of people drop out the show and the show get canceled. Because ain't nobody was going to come perform at this show. For sure, Lil Baby. If Lil Baby wasn't coming, 21 Savage ain't coming if Lil Baby ain't coming. And if you booking a concert, for y'all don't know, if two artists don't show up, you got to cancel. Because now it's false advertisement. I bought my ticket. I might have wanted to see 21 Savage. I might want to see Lil Baby. So if they ain't there, I want my money back. Because Lil Baby dropped out right away. They trying to blame 50, but it ain't 50. The artist dropped out. It wasn't 50. 50 gonna take credit for it though, like a smart man. 50 said I ain't got nothing to do with it, but I'm powerful. You know, he's gonna play on words, but those of us in the entertainment business know that once Lil Baby dropped out, 21 Savage ain't coming. Because one thing about Atlanta, they gonna stick together. And once one ATL artist ain't coming, most likely the other one ain't coming. Unless it's YSL and YFN, they might come. But other than that, 21 Savage ain't doing no show that Lil Baby ain't doing. If Lil Baby drop out, 21 dropping out for sure. For sure. So imagine, man, the day of the show, just hours before the show, it get canceled. It get canceled. Just hours before the show, it get canceled. I'm telling you, man. So that's all I got to say with that. Y'all make sure you don't get yourself involved with none of that type of nonsense. Make sure you support the channel, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and stay out of that type of stuff. Stay out of gossip. Don't bounce between enemies. Don't ever bounce between enemies. If you got two friends and they fall out and you don't want to pick one, then when you talk to them, tell them don't bring up the other one. Just talk to me. So you want this person, just talk to me. I don't want to hear about this person. And when you talk to this person, just talk to me. I don't want to hear about that person. Keep me out of it. And tell both of them, if somebody said I said something, I didn't say nothing. Yeah, go ahead, G-Rod. Keep me out of it. You know what I'm saying? Keep me out of it. You know what I'm saying? I could talk to both of y'all, but keep me out of it. That's all. Especially as a parent, man, or a grandparent. Man, we got enough going on. Like, boy, you got children and responsibilities. You got a mate and all that. I ain't got time for that for no. I ain't even do that when I was a little kid. I ain't do that in high school. Why I'm gonna do that now? I didn't even behave like that in high school. I didn't run between people like that and gossip. I don't know nothing. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't heard nothing about nobody else. I don't even pillow talk. I never went to my wife or my woman and tell them nothing going on out in the streets like that. I just keep that stuff to myself. The only time I tell them something, if it's some kind of way that I feel like they need to know for the safety of the house or something like that, to let them know, don't let this person in, or I ain't really messing with this person. So they know how to play it. If they see them out in the street, they know how to play it. Remember when I told you the story about my mom and brother having a disdain with one another a while back? Since I'm the son and nephew, am I between both of them? You talk about between your mom and your brother. No, stay out of it. Stay out of it. They ain't got nothing to do with you. Stay out of it. Don't be the middleman. Don't pick no sides. Just stay out of it. You still be your brother's brother, and you still be your mother's son. And don't tell them you don't want to talk about it. Oh, your uncle. Between your uncle and your mother, your uncle, so that's your mother's son. Wait a minute. Your uncle, who is your uncle? Is your uncle her? Wait a minute, I'm confused. Your mom and your uncle. So that's your mother's brother. right? So that's your mother and her brother. Am I correct? Your mother and your brother. Oh, that ain't none of your business. That ain't none of that's none of your business. You not in that. How you in that? You not in that. You gonna ride, you know what I'm saying? You gonna ride with your mother. And the hell with your uncle. Like my mother and her brother. My mother didn't like her brother. My mother say that her brother was mean to her coming up. So F her brother. I still don't like him. I don't deal with him. I don't like him. Because my mama didn't like him. And it is what it is. He obviously wasn't no good brother. Why your sister don't like you? So I roll with my mama. I seen my uncle, I think at my mother's service when she passed. He like, yeah, I call you, come. I looked at him like, bruh, I ain't never coming to see you. I ain't never mess with you. Because when we used to go visit with him, he was a mean kind of dude. He wasn't real hospitable or nothing. He the kind of dude you go visit him and you be in his living room and he turn on TV what he want to watch. You know what I mean? As long as they getting along, that's cool. But when they not, you on your mother's side. What you on his side for? He ain't your mama. He just her brother. He ain't nothing to you. Your mother and him got the same bloodline. You got your mother's bloodline. You ain't got nothing to do with him. You gonna ride with your mother. Period. You ain't ride with him. He ain't give birth to you. Your mother gave birth to you. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? You gonna ride with him. Period. Because your mother is a female too and he the man. Bro, stop disrespecting your sister. That's how man, bro, why you disrespecting your sister? You supposed to be the brother. You supposed to look out for the girls in the family. How's you beefing with your sister? Why he don't beef with one of his brothers? Why he beefing with the lady? Nah. Like I said, I don't like my uncle. I don't like my mother's brother. I remember one time I saw her talking to him and she was crying and stuff. I was a little boy. I never forgot that. And when I got older and he came to Chicago, I was talking real greasy to him. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't talking nice to him. I was talking real gangster to him. And my mother didn't say nothing either. I think she liked it. I think she liked it. I think she said, my boy, he'll do you for that. You know what I'm saying? My boy don't like you. They had two different fathers, that type of stuff. And then she a girl, so how a boy coming up in Alabama, he probably was horrible. You know what I'm saying? If she did something, I don't care. It's my mama. If my mama slap you, hey, you just got slapped. You know what I'm saying? That's my mama. She bogus, but that's my mama. What you want me to do? I ride with my mama, right, wrong, and indifferent. Period. That's my mama. You know what I mean? That's my mama. If my mama robbed a bank, then she just robbed it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's my mama. What you want me to do? Now, if my mama do me foul, I got to try to even get over that because that's still my mama. So I got to try to get over that. Even if she did me foul, I still got to try to get over that. But that's one thing when she did me foul. But everybody else, hey, tough. That's my mama. Leave her alone. If my mama did you dirty, why you keep coming around her then? Then be gone. But don't keep coming around her talking about she did you dirty, but you keep coming around. So you know what I'm saying? You keep coming around. So let that go. Obviously it wasn't that bad, or you wouldn't be keep coming around. Make it make some sense. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? That's my mom. What you want me to do? You only get, listen, you only get one mama. Okay? You know your mama 9 months before you meet your daddy. You be inside your mama. And whatever, your mama had to do so much positive stuff for you to be alive and be born. So she had to be on some way halfway decent to carry you for 9 months for you to get in. And then if she raised you and you get grown and you can live your own life, you forever in debt to your mama. Even if she wasn't really no good mama, if you survived, hey, now you on your own. Why you gonna hold that against your mama? You on your own, you grown now, go do you. But thank God mama didn't have no abortion. Or you wouldn't even be here to complain about mama. So if mama got you into the world, then you know what I'm saying? I'll always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. You only get one, you only get one. Yeah. So it's like you got a mama, you only get one. She might make some mistakes. She might not be the best mama in the world. But if you grown and you made it, then mama's the reason. Because she could have had an abortion or a miscarriage, and she didn't. She could have gave you up for adoption, and she didn't. You could be in a situation where you don't even know who she is. So it is what it is. Like I got a sister, just me and my sister. And no matter what, I'm going to ride with my sister till the wheels fall off. So if my sister pushed you down and took your stuff, so your stuff just got took. What you want me to do? Touch her. You know what I'm saying? I got to ride with my sister. I don't know. You know, what you want me to do? That's my sister. Like when we got family, we ain't got no choice. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Same with my children. My children can do all type of stuff. My children can do all type of stuff. My children cannot be what they be. They be disrespectful. One of them could be disrespectful to me and all of that. But can't nobody else touch them, or it's going to be smoke. If one of my children came and say somebody did something to one of my other children, then whoever did it got problems. Whether me and the child got along or not, that's irrelevant. It's still mine. So yeah, ride with your mama. You know what I mean? Yeah, he rode with his mom, but you know, I don't think he unalive Tyreek. I don't believe Tyreek dead. Because I don't believe Ghost is dead because I don't believe Tyreek know what happened. The way they ended it, it wasn't clear. They never showed if Tyreek know what happened or not. I think that show gonna come back. I don't believe Ghost is dead. I believe him and 50 just wasn't working out enough, but 50 was smart enough not to really show you what happened to him. Like he never really showed what happened to him. 50 is smart, man. So when him and Dude work everything out, he'll bring Dude back. Show gonna go crazy. I believe Tyreek gonna run into his daddy in the series he got. I believe that's how that's gonna go. I believe Tyreek gonna run into his daddy. I believe his daddy gonna show up. I'm telling you, 50 smart, boy. Just look at how he functioning in the show with Tyreek. It sure look like that's where it's happening. And then Tommy gonna come back from Chicago. And it's gonna be Tommy, it's gonna be Ghost, and it's gonna be Tyreek. And it's gonna be crazy. Watch. Oh, he did, and he showed his body being embalmed. I didn't see that part. I didn't see that part. Yeah, I didn't see that. When I seen it, it was all vague. You know what I mean? NYPD picked up his bike. I don't remember. I had to go back and look at it again. You know what I'm saying? Did it show clearly who killed him? Because I don't think it showed who really unalived him. As I gotta say, you can't say killed on YouTube, which is crazy. I don't think they really showed it, but that's interesting. We'll see. The way it's moving, they moving like he ain't gone though. So I don't know. It's real strange. The way they moving is like he's still around. It's just strange. The way they shooting it, the way they moving is like they don't really know. You know what I mean? The way they shooting all the other offshoots is real vague. Like they kind of almost hint like he planned his own situation. Yeah. Like even that we seen, like even that part, maybe it wasn't real because he was plugged with the lady that was a police officer. So shit, that could have been all arranged to fake his murder. That's the way they plan it though. When you watch the show, it's like, man, I think dude's still alive the way they doing it. That's how it looked. The way they shooting the show is questionable. Even the way they talk about him is questionable. They don't act like he dead. The wife sure don't act like he dead. The wife don't act like he did. The wife act like she knows something. No, it won't ruin the show because all they'll do is show the elaborate plan on how he faked his death. And all they'll do is bring him into the middle of Tyreek's situation. All they'll do is put Tyreek in a real bad situation where it's almost looking like it's really over and have Ghost and Tommy show up. And then they'll just have all of them in one show. Yep, they could pull it off. Cause I don't really see they never really actually showed the murder. From what I've seen, like I gotta go back and watch that because from what I've seen, I never really seen him actually kill him the way they chopped it up. Because they had that part like a dream almost, like it wasn't shot clear. Because for a while, it was like, who killed him? They didn't even, if I ain't mistaken, like, it was even like, who unalived him for a minute. That they didn't even make it clear that it was Tariq the way I remember. I got to go back and look at that again. But it was like a lot of people wanted to get rid of him, and who was the one that did it? If I ain't mistaken, that's how I think they ended it. Like, who did it? Because I think Tommy wanted to get rid of him, his wife wanted to get rid of him, and Tariq wanted to get rid of him. If I ain't mistaken. Anyway, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay positive. Y'all support the channel. You know what I'm saying? G Talk.